crispy on the outside, soft and buttery on the inside. Add these to your breakfast plate and you're sure to start your day off well. Buttermilk biscuits are flaky and delicious. They can be served just as easily with jam at breakfast and tea time as with gravy for a big holiday meal. This versatile recipe can even act as the bread in a delectable sandwich. With just a few ingredients and not much time spent in the kitchen, it's no wonder they call this a quick bread. While making my own biscuit, this is what I'm going to make it for. I'm starting with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to be using with the food processor because it speeds real quick. I'm going to put half of the flour, put that the rest for later. I'm putting 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon that I'm going to be using kosher salt. I'm just giving this to a pulse. I'm going to cut in a stick of unsalted butter has been cold and chilled that I just already cut into the little cubes. Just want to make sure to flake this over until you get a pea size. Now you can do it by hands as well. We'll be using a pastry blender. I'm just going to give this to keep pulsing it. Alright, let me check. I think this is almost getting perfect for the pea size. I'm just going to transfer it into the bowl. So as you can see, the butter inside with the flour mixture until it gets resembles coarse breadcrumbs. I'm going to finish the rest of the flour. Get that, make it a little well in the center. I'm going to pour it in 3/4 cup of reduced fat kosher buttermilk that I'm going to use it for. Let me just pour it right over. I'm going to use it with a rubber spatula to scraping the buttermilk off the measuring cup. And just going to, until you get forming into a nice soft dough, using with the rubber spatula. I already preheated the oven for 450 degrees. You just want to make sure the oven just needs to preheat it, will be nice and hot. Alright, I'm just transferred to my clean hands from the rubber spatula. It's going to be nice and very sticky dough. Now we're just going to put it onto the flour board. Then we're going to gather and kneading the dough until you get smooth and elastic. Just to put the flour onto the cutting board. And don't forget to flour your hands, that prevents from sticking. Take a dough, see how sticky it was. And you just want to knead it, just smooth and elastic. I'm going to see how many times I'm going to knead it for. I think this is about like 20 times to kneading it. Right, just form it into a ball and we're ready to roll. So you get to flour the dough and the rolling pin. Like I said, you don't want to get sticky on it, alright? Now I'm just going to roll it for 1 inch thickness. I think this might be perfect for 1 inch. I'm going to take 3 inch. I'm going to take the circle cutter. I'm going to cut, has been already rolled out for the dough, and place it onto the cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. That way, for easy cleanup, that prevents from sticking from the bottom. So I just made only 9 of those, and the other one, just a little one. I'm gonna see how much can be baked in the oven. I'm gonna brush it that I decided going to use it with the melted butter to get the extra buttery taste on top of the biscuit. That's gonna be for the buttermilk biscuits. The oven is almost ready to preheat it. It's gonna be nice and hot. We're going to put this to bake it for 12 to 15 minutes. I'll come back and I'll show you what it just looks like. So this biscuit is going to be nice and golden brown right on top. It's going to be puffed over. I wish you can smell the buttery taste of the buttermilk biscuits. I think just ready for it. Let me just turn this off. I can smell the biscuit just right over here. Let me just take it out of the oven. I'm going to allow the biscuit to cool for 20 minutes on the wire rack. You can serve these with anything from gravy to jam, but make sure you serve them warm because that's when they're the flakiest. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Worldwide Campus News and Entertainment. Then ring the bell to see all notifications about the new videos and the latest video.